Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to understand the oscillation of an inverted pendulum. We will understand that how we can say that an inverted pendulum is stable or unstable, and that we will understand and compare by looking the simple pendulum as well as the inverted pendulum. Here I am showing a simple pendulum, and you can see here in the first figure there is a string and a mass is connected, and if I will give certain initial displacement to this mass, the system will oscillate, and the restoring force is coming because of the gravity. In the second picture I am showing a pendulum with a spring. Here the instead of having the string, we are having a rigid massless bar, and here also the gravity as well as the elastic force of the spring responsible for the restoring force, and inertia is coming because of this mass at the bob end. Right hand side picture, this is the picture of an inverted pendulum. Here also I am having a mass and a spring, and both gravity as well as the elastic force in the spring responsible for the restoring forces. We know that whenever we are having a system which is capable to oscillate, we can derive the equation of motion, and there are different ways we can get the equation of motion, either by using the force equilibrium, that means we can use the Newton's law or the D'Alembert principle. At the same time, we can get the equation of motion by applying the energy method. In the present case, we are going to use the energy method to find the equation of motion of our system, but we are going to start with the simple pendulum. First, we will derive the equation of motion of a simple pendulum using the energy approach, so that we will have a base to derive the same for the inverted pendulum. So let's consider a pendulum, and this is the mean position, or I can say that the static condition. If I will give a disturbance to this mass m, it is going to oscillate. Suppose the system is oscillating and it is oscillating between these two extreme position. Actually, what is happening in my system, if I'm going to consider that this is my baseline, the system is moving from this point to this point, and actually the kinetic and potential energy are exchanging. When the system is at this position, the total energy will be in terms of kinetic energy. When the system will be here, the total energy in terms of potential energy. And for a given intermediate position, suppose I am considering a position where the system is at this point with angle theta, the total energy will be combination of potential energy and the kinetic energy. So this is my system, and I am going to apply the principle of conservation of energy to derive the equation of motion of this system. And what is this principle? This principle says that the total energy remains constant. So the total energy remains constant with respect to time. Its time derivative will be zero. So if I will differentiate the expression of total energy, that will be zero, and actually this will give the equation of motion of your system. If I want to utilize the same principle here to get the equation of motion of this simple pendulum, I need the expression for the potential energy as well as the kinetic energy. I am not considering any other form of energy, as well as no dissipation. So we can see here that when the pendulum is here and it is approaching towards this position, it is going to have a velocity in this direction. And if the length of the string is L and motion is already theta angular position, I can write that my velocity, linear velocity will be what? Linear velocity will be theta dot into L, or I can write it as a x dot. At the same time, the potential energy will be defined with the help of this height h, and I can replace the height h in terms of L. How? If I will see this right angle triangle, the height of the pendulum from the pinpoint is what? This will be L cos theta by looking this right angle triangle. So the height h will be what? Height h can be written as L minus L cos theta. So the potential energy expression will be mgh, that can be replaced as mgl l minus h. So I can write it mgl 1 minus cos theta. Similarly, the kinetic energy will be what? 1 by 2 mx dot square, but I know x dot is nothing but the theta dot L. So I can replace this expression by 1 by 2 ml square theta dot square. So the total energy expression will become what? It will be 1 by 2 ml square theta dot square plus mgl 1 minus cos theta. If I will differentiate this expression with respect to time and I will put it equal to 0, what I will get? So the differentiation of the first term will be m l square 2 theta dot theta double dot plus the second expression will be what? M G L, and this cos will become sine with negative sign, so ultimately I will get the positive sign, and here sine theta dot is equal to 0. If I'm going to assume that theta is very small, the sine theta can be written as theta. And here we assume that the system is linear. I'm not going in the discussion, but the expression we can see here, he's having a sine theta term, so we can see that this expression is actually non-linear. But what we are doing, we are assuming theta is very small and converting this non-linear system into a linear system by replacing sine theta with theta. And in here we can just remove the theta dot, as well as the 2 will be cancelled out, and finally I will get the expression of my system, that will be m l square theta double dot plus mg l theta is equal to 0. So this is the expression of motion of this pendulum, and by looking this I can also write the natural frequency of this system, because this is expression of a simple harmonic motion. I can replace the expression with theta double dot omega square theta is equal to 0. So we can compare these two expression and I will get this omega square is nothing but what? Under root mgl by ml square, mgl by ml square, that will be ultimately g by l. And we know this expression. If the same is apply for the second system where we are having the spring, we will get the expression for this pendulum, where in addition to the gravitational pull there will be a restoring force because of the spring k. Let assume that this length is a and the total length of the string is again l. If I will assume again the system is oscillating, and for a given instant of time the pendulum is here, the change in the length of the spring will be what? If this is theta, the change in the length will be theta into a, because this length is a. So if I will write the total energy expression in addition to the two term, which is 1 by 2 ml square theta dot square plus mgl 1 minus cos theta, I will be having third term, that is because of the spring, 1 by 2 k a square theta square. When I will differentiate it, I will again get the expression for the given system, and my equation of motion for this system will be what? The equation of motion will be ml square theta double dot plus mgl theta. I have converted the sine theta into theta plus ka square theta is equal to 0. So from here we can see that the ml square theta double dot plus mgl plus ka square theta is equal to 0, and here we can see that if I will write the expression for the natural frequency, the natural frequency will be what? Under root ka square by ml square plus g by l. So you can see here that now two terms are contributing in the natural frequency, one because of the pendulum and another one because of the spring. So the same we are going to use for the inverted pendulum, and let's see the what expression we will get when we are having inverted pendulum. So quickly get the expression for the inverted pendulum. Suppose this is my inverted pendulum, this is mass m connected with a massless string pinned at this end, and there is a spring of stiffness k. If this system will oscillate, consider an intermediate position. Suppose for a given instant of time the pendulum mass is here and this is the position, so we can say that this is the angle theta. Let's this length is again a and the total length of the string is l, and this is the position of mass m. So here if I will define the change in the length, this is, let's consider the change in the height of the system. But please understand, in the previous case when we were having the pendulum This was the datum position and the pendulum was moving in the upward direction, so your potential energy was positive. So we have written there that the mgl1 minus cos theta with a positive sign. But here the potential energy is negative because the mass is moving in the downward side of the datum line. So again I am going to write the expression for the total energy. This is the change in the length of the spring and I can write it as a theta into A. Similarly, the position H can be written as m this L 1 minus cos theta. So the expression for the total energy will become what? 1 upon 2 m v square, and v is again the tangential velocity that can be written as what? That can be written as omega. R is my velocity, or I can write it as theta dot into L, because L is the length of the string, plus 1 by 2 k x square. X is the change in length of the spring, plus that will be minus mgl 1 minus cos theta. So apart from this negative sign, the entire expression will remain same. So directly I can put that the expression will be what? M L square theta double dot plus K A square theta minus mgl theta is equal to 0, because I am again assuming that the theta is very small. So the sine theta term which we will see after the differentiation will become theta. So this is the expression for the inverted pendulum. I have already derived the expression for two different types of pendulum, so I believe that now you will be able to derive the expression by directly for this inverted pendulum, and this is your expression. If I will rearrange the term, I will get ml square theta double dot plus ka square minus mgl theta is equal to 0. If I will write the expression for the natural frequency, it will be what? It will be Ka square by ml square minus mgl by ml square. This L will cancel out and M will cancel out. So finally my expression will be what? My expression will be under root Ka square by ml square minus G by L. In case of a pendulum where we were having the simple pendulum with spring, we had a positive sign here, and you can see here that if this expression will be negative, there will not be any vibration, and this is actually giving us the stability and instability criteria of an inverted pendulum. And how we can see that? As the expression for the natural frequency is giving that this expression what? Ka square by ml square minus G by L. If the entire expression is greater than 0, the system will be stable. Stable means it is going to oscillate. It is having a condition where I will give the disturbance, the system will oscillate about this mean position. If this is my pendulum, so it is going to oscillate in this way. So we can rearrange here and we can see that exactly what we will have. We will have Ka square 1L will cancel out, should be greater than mgl. So this is the condition for the oscillation of your system in a usual way. Suppose this expression is less than 0, the system will become unstable, and in case of instability, what will happen? I'll show you what physically happened, but first let me write the expression for the instability. So if this Ka square is less than mgl, your omega term will not be a real number, it will become an imaginary number, and it is actually indicating that the system will become unstable. And what is happening physically, that we can understand that if the system is in this condition initially and there is a spring, if I will give some disturbance to this bob, instead of returning back to the mean position, it will move away this way. That means the system is currently system is in equilibrium, but the unstable equilibrium. When I will give some disturbance to this mass, it will move and it will not come back to its initial position. And that we can also understand that if the spring stiffness is very small, what will happen? If the spring is very small, I will give a simple push to this mass, it will go away and it will not come back. So this is the criteria for the unstable equilibrium, and this is the criteria for the stable condition. That means if I want oscillation of my inverted pendulum, I have to consider, or I have to make the system in this way. Otherwise the system will be unstable. And the third condition, we say that Ka square is equal to mgl. This is actually your neutral state. So I hope that now you are having understanding what is an inverted pendulum and how we can derive the equation, and how we can now comment on the stability and instability of an inverted pendulum. So with this note, I am closing this session. Thank you.